cinematographer and chef from Los Angeles, California. I've been cooking professionally for 5 years now. I love music, I love food. I really don't know what I would do without either one of those two things. And that's it. That's me in a nutshell. Cooking comes the cleaning.
Good afternoon, everybody. Chef Nigel in the house. I'm accompanied by Chef Eric over here. We are in sunny Hollywood, California. And today's episode 4, I believe we're at now. Chef's Link Up. And today we're going to talk about music and food. There's no other better combo than that. I mean, it brings you vibes, it brings you energy.
All that. Vibrations and energy is what it's all about, and I feel like music and food do those things.
What about your work do you like the most?
No 2 days are the same. The challenge of the kitchen, being surrounded by heaves and knives, the heat and knives, it makes you really see what you're made of. Like every day you have to see what you're gonna do to conquer the problems, being small or big, in a very intense environment where there's so much expected of you and you have to meet expectations. It's like life in a nutshell every day in the kitchen, and that's why I love it. Like every day you will be tested. You may get burned or you may learn, and I really love that about it.
Make it burn or make it learn.
Man, I'm covered with burns right now.
Those are battle scars, my guy.
These are battle scars. This is the main reason I can't get a tattoo sleeve, because I add to them like every other day.
We like this questions because this is the type of question that will like kind of like take you back in memory lane, and I really see like how did you get into where you are now. Tell me, Eric, how did you get into cooking?
I did a tour of Cordon Bleu back when Cordon Bleu was still open. This is back in like 2008. I put that dream on the shelf for about 10 years. And then I met Nigel when he was working at a cafe at a building I worked at. And seeing Nigel cook every day like kind of reawoken the fact that I wanted to cook, I just wasn't doing it. Then I went to Thailand and Cambodia with a good friend of mine. And that was another kick in the pants, like, do you want to cook or not? I came back from that trip, quit my job, and started cooking in a professional kitchen. I went and did a stage. The chef was like, your knife skills suck, but you seem to really want this. That was in 2016. And I've been just chasing it and pursuing it and studying it ever since then. But that's my story.
I mean, there's no question that we love music.
Yes.
That's like, you know, in every human's DNA, right? Music is embodied in it.
It is. I agree.
How important is music in relation to cooking?
They're both sustenance and energy. When I'm cooking, I need music. The best memories I have in a food environment, music was there. They're like interconnected to one another. Like you can always remember when the music was good, and you can remember when the music was bad. Like if you can remember how your grandma's biscuits smelled when you were 5, but you smelled them again when you were 35, that's the power of food. The same thing with the song. Like, oh, I know the song. I love those relations between those two things. Like, me personally, I don't trust people that don't like music. I get very nervous around people like that because I'm like, how do you not love music? Food, fine, whatever. Everyone's included, but music? I don't get that.
So you came up with a playlist with 5 songs that would like really put you in the mood. Old songs to the current ones, it doesn't matter.
Funkadelic, from their debut album Funkadelic. The song is called What Is Soul. I love funk music. I love to ferment funky food, so it would seem like those things are connected. Funk is probably my favorite genre of black music because it's unmistakably black.
Yeah.
There's no mistaking when you hear it like, oh, yeah, that's black music. You can't dilute it or anything. It's like oil. Like it's gonna be black no matter what. And I like that. One of the lines is, what is soul? Soul is a ham hock in your cornflakes. Like, that doesn't make any sense, but it makes perfect sense. Like, soul is whatever you
What
make
a
it,
line,
baby.
huh?
Yeah. The next song is Depeche Mode, Personal Jesus. I've only really got into Depeche Mode within the last 90 days, but I've been so blown away by what I've heard, like I had to include the song. I had no idea that I needed to hear this album until I heard it, and it's like one of those things where I'm like, I'm so late on this, like how did I not experience this? And it's almost relation to like a good food or something, like how did I just now taste the kumquat? Like how did I just now taste this? It was the same feeling like this album came out in 1990. My friend Jules Burke, hello Jules, might have mentioned Depeche Mode, and I just randomly put it on. I'm like, hey, let me listen to this song. And then I was like, wait a minute, I need to hear this whole album in order. Yeah. Because I was like, I want to hear the album of Personal Jesus on there. They had 7 albums before this. I was like, I want to hear this album. Why is the song so big? Oh, this is why. Oh, this is like, oh, you guys were like changing your whole thing. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right, I'm late, but I'm here. The next song I chose is off of my favorite Miles Davis album, Kinda Blue. I have a huge Kinda Blue poster on my wall in my room. This is my favorite song on the album. It's called Blue and Green. It just takes its time. It's like a simmering broth. Like you can't boil it. You just gotta let it do its thing. Yeah, like Miles comes in so slow, and everybody contributes to the song on their own time and in their own way. And in the end, you're like, whoa, wait a minute. All right, I've been changed. This song is Mobb Deep, Party's Over, from their second album, The Infamous. It's like one of my favorite rap albums ever. I like songs that sound like the album's over, and this song is called Party's Over. So the rest of your crew, like literally, like we're leaving before it gets violent and or scary. I just like how it sounds. I've always loved Mobb Deep. I've always like how their sound was. I'm from LA. I know what LA music sounds like, but when I was a kid, their music always sounded like tall, dark buildings, and I loved that. Prodigy's voice was always like piercing through the beat. Rest in peace, Prodigy. And he didn't even rhyme. He didn't even care if he rhymed or not. And I was like, yo, this dude is ill. So ever since this came out, I've always like come back to it. And this is one of the rap albums I always find myself coming back to. So I had to put this on here. This one is called The Pan Piper. It's another Miles Davis song. I heard this album when I was in college. It blew me away. I always come back to it, especially this song, because it takes its time. Like you hear the horns slowly building up. It's almost like you turn on the fire on the stove, and then whatever's in your pot slowly starts to boil around the edges, and then in the middle, and before you know it, you have a rapid boil. But this is not a rapid boil. It's just like it's a simmering heat, smoldering, if you will.
What is your perfect idea of happiness?
A remote location near water, an abundance of music and marijuana and food.
What is your current state of mind?
Present in the moment. 2020 rocked all of us. 2021 is already on its ish. I'm just gonna be present in the moment. I'm not gonna get too far ahead or not live in the past. I'm here right now being interviewed by my friend Nigel. And
What is your favorite color?
Green.
What would you sell yourself to the devil for?
Nothing. He can kiss my ass. Nothing. Because anything you get from him is a monkey's paw anyway. I'm good. I'm straight.
What is the best compliment you've received?
I got a compliment yesterday at the farmer's market. A woman asked me if I was a stylist. I said, no, I'm just left-handed. She's like, I love your style. I said, well, thank you. I appreciate that. I just finally embrace my strangeness, and I'm rocking it. And I managed to get that hoodie low-key because it was sold out when I tried to get one.
Yeah.
It was sold out.
Come on now. Keep it. Come on.
Yeah.
It's my baby right here.
Yeah, man. Got Sade in the building.
Queen. What? If you don't listen to Sade as an artist or whatever it is that you do, cooking, painting, photography, whatever the fuck you're doing, if you don't got Sade in your playlist or rocking right now,
Just give it up.
from a different planet, but we love the queen. I love her. I love her.
That's the question you're asking me?
You know it.
Passion.
Oof. Strong.
Passion.
Strong.
Quality. If you have glasses and freckles, passionate, and you smoke, and you got tattoos, oh man, look.
On what occasion do you lie?
Nigel, what? I didn't know we were going. I didn't know he was getting.
See, with me, like, I think I mentioned this the other day or a couple of weeks ago. When I'm in the middle of a phone call and it's like over an hour, I can't fuck with that. I'd rather be in someone's presence. I'd rather be in her presence, a glass of wine, and just like talk forever. Eric, it's been a pleasure hanging out with you again.
Thank you.
This link up is needed for me because I know we haven't linked up in a while, and we've done some stuff, we've done some work before.
Yes, of course.
But speaking about music and food, very important to us as chefs and as cooks, right?
Indeed.
And I'm glad that we linked up and talked about that, and also catch up at the same time.
Of course.
And see how you're doing.
Yes. Feed you, listen to music.
Yes.
It was a grand time had by all.
All right, thank you once again.
Boom.
And I'll see you in the next vlog. Subscribe if you want to. If you don't,
Click, notifications. I don't know how they do that on YouTube.
okay. All right, guys. Thank you.
Compliment.